Gila Castochla, Nuga Kamenwadzi, Gaitlach Yelis, Gaitlach Namris, Latlach Yelis Hotnalach, Humusha Klinklachkin, Gliglaglola Hotnalach, Latlin Mapt, Glitwen, Glitgluli, Marcus Glut Patrick, Glutwis a bump, Huini Pola Ogwa, Ochta Zaklachs Talakle. So, in the last little while, we've been working on vowels, we're working on similar sounding consonants. We worked on invisible, silent Y sounds with letters, and those are all very, very important when learning language. And it's one thing to start speaking. So when I went to school, they said all you're supposed to do is you just listen. And so that's all I was doing, but I'm such a go-getter. I just started to try and mimic, and then it would just go through my brain all through the night, and it's like it just plays and plays and plays through my brain. Actually, I took a method called, I was trained to teach with the method called total physical response. And sorry, my teeth don't feel like they're working today. I'm still a little bit sick too. But anyway, so it was more like following the action and doing as the teacher was doing. And then you start to elicit when you're ready. And so that's what I did through my life. And in the last 20-ish years, I think it was like in 2008 when I went to school, or when I got trained. And so I've been teaching for that long with that method, and I feel that it's very successful. So first comes just listening, then you start to speak a little bit more. And actually with the method, we don't actually correct you while you're speaking. And because it's almost like if you had a little baby sitting next to you, and I think I talked about this already, but if you had a little baby sit next to you and the baby starts saying mama or dada, or my niece used to call my auntie Abba. You know, I don't know if it's because she couldn't pronounce the auntie or a niece or what. Like my son used to call my niece Nora Gora, you know, so, but we never said, Michael, that's not how you say it. We didn't go, it's Nora. Like we never ever emphasized that he had to be correct when he was speaking. It's just like the same as when somebody has a lisp, right? Like that's just how their tongue forms words. So anyway, through practice and through I almost like to say it's almost like a therapy. Through practice with your tongue will become easier for you. So it's just like when I was showing you guys those back sounds, right? Like I was going, you have to come to the back of your throat, or it's at the back of your glottis, right? Right? You know, those sounds, or and then to the front of your teeth is, you know what I mean? So it does take a little while, and that's what I'm saying, like go back into all my videos and practice all those sounds. And when we start to speak and use more language, it'll be easier for your tongue and mouth to make it. So, and there's also sounds that are more like explosive, so it sits behind your tongue, or your teeth, back here. Okay, so go like that, or it's at the front of your mouth, right? And it's going to take a long time for your tongue to get used to those sounds. I just feel that it's really, really important. Of course, it's important for listening properly, for pronouncing properly, but at first it's going to be a little bit challenging, and just keep practicing, never ever give up. And then will come writing, and then you'll slowly start to write and you'll have enough vocabulary to compare to the letters of the alphabet. There's many alphabets out there too. Like I know there's the North American phonetic alphabet, there's the International Phonetic Alphabet, there's the Utmista orthography, there's the Campbell River. I don't know. They say it's International Phonetic. I'm not quite sure what phonetic is, but yeah, I just say learn it all. Like I learned out of old dictionaries from the 1800s. I know that Franz Boas had his own writing system. There's a guy named George Dawson who has his own writing system, or had his own. Just learn it all. Create like code breakers so you're able to read a bit better. I know people get frustrated when people write with the like International Phonetic or the North American Phonetic, and I just say like create a code breaker, because they're going to just waste our breath in being frustrated, right? So if you ever need help, just reach out to me. This video was supposed to be more for sounds, but I kind of went off on something else. But yeah, I actually really missed all of you guys.